Okay, my name is Bronwyn Tawes, and I'm the owner of the Spice Station here in Silver Lake. We have two locations, one here and one in Montreal, Canada. But this is our first store that's been here for 2 years, last December. And I don't know what else. Ask me more questions.
I will. We like to see.
We carry a variety. We carry about over 300 different spices. Chilies, salts, blends, and we also do a tea section as well. Our chilies, we have a pretty decent variety of chilies from mainly China and India, and Mexico, of course. But the majority are Chinese and Indian.
Hottest thing here in the store?
At the moment, probably our spiciest chili is the habanero. We normally do have a Chinese teppan chili that is the hottest. But I'm going to try to get it, but I guess I don't think you guys necessarily need it, but that would normally be it. But we also have a ghost chili infused salt, which is probably one of the hottest things too in the store. And we did have ghost chilies for a brief moment, but they're pretty hard to come by, and they haven't been back in stock since last year.
Tell me about the teppan.
The teppans are these little they look like little berries, and they're hotter, they're one scale higher than the habanero, but the great thing about them is they actually, besides just being hot, which is, the habanero is just pretty much hot for just being hot, the teppan actually has a lot of flavor with it as well, so it's a really colorful, really good chili to work with. Problem is they're not actually harvested. They're actually collected. So they're very expensive. So that's why they're hard to come by, and they're usually in small quantities. And because of the way they're processed, and actually the way people want to import, they rather go bulk and have more bang for their buck. So
what's it taste like when you actually incorporate it into food?
It's hot. But it's also, I guess it's got sort of like I don't want to say fruity kind of flavor to it. But it's just, I'm trying to think, I haven't had them in a little while, so I can't quite describe that.
It's okay. I figured I'd ask.
You throw me a curveball.
But I know.
It is, I guess it is sort of like a fruitier, it just got more of a flavor, and because I don't necessarily do heat that well. But I can do that, but you got to take it in really small quantities. Which I think with all of them too, all the chilies. The Arbels are really spicy as well. Technical term, it's the Scoville scale, right? Isn't it the Scoville scale? The thing is that we kind of broke it down in our store just to make it easier and do it on a 1 to 10 basis. So that we didn't, not everyone knows what the Scoville scale is. And so we've kind of taken their numbers and just simplified it into a 1 to 10 kind of thing. So that way it's a little bit easier for people to come in and kind of gauge what kind of heat each chili has. That we have up there. And everything has their heat levels on the descriptions by each chili. You would never really believe if they can do it or not. And when we did have the ghost chilies in, we've had one guy attempt to eat it. And I had to ask him to leave because it was closing time. And people have been known to go in the hospital for eating them because they actually use it for tear gas in India. Those are very hard to come by, I think, for that exact reason, but I'm not quite sure. I don't think of funny. We have a lot of funny characters in here, but I can't think of anything in particular offhand exactly. So I wish I'd given you a little bit more time. I can't think of.
If you think of any more, you can email me.
No problem.
And then, so just tell me how you first started this place and why you started it.
Well, it was mine and my husband's creation, and my husband's Armenian, and we both do a lot of cooking. We both do a lot of different kinds of cooking. He cooks on one side, and I cook on more traditional classics kind of cooking, where he likes to experiment, and so when we would go shopping, we found ourselves going all over the place, and we knew where to get certain things like from Middle Eastern stuff because of him, but in general people just wouldn't know that, and we kind of came up with this idea of getting everything in one spot, and we realized there was no store like that, like this in Los Angeles. There's other stores in Seattle and Denver and things like that, Minneapolis and Chicago, but none here in California. And there's such a diverse, such a diverse city that you can find almost everything here, but you have to go either downtown to go to, Thai Town, or you're going to go to Little Armenia, or you're going to go to, the Valley and things like that. So we kind of thought it would be a good idea to put it all in one spot. Beforehand, we'll do one of these. I'll get one of these sets together of all of our Chinese inspired.
So just these three today?
I've been trying to put together some stuff like this, of like one that's all Chinese. Because we have like 5 styles.
Great.
I'm gonna try. That's the thing. They haven't been.
Hi. This is the production holding room. It's the courtyard and the store.
Yeah, you can get some, definitely grab it. But if I can get some, I'll let you guys compare it. That's not gonna happen. I have to solve.
Can you hold this a second? Where are you going?
Oh, sorry.
Does it take a picture?
Oh, okay.
This is production.